I came here for high school as a boarding school student. My parents wanted me to get my U.S. citizenship here, so.
And what was life like back when you went back and started your career?
Well, I was like zero exercise, drinking, occasionally smoking, all the weird, things that I haven't done for over a decade now. It was a deal that had brought me back. And when you're in Santa Monica, most of the party was like relatively fit or they're exercising. And so that kind of rubbed off on me. I want to see if I can run. My cousin's husband said, if you like running so much, why don't you try to join a running club? This running club called the SoCal Coyotes running club. It's like the premier trail running amateur club in Southern California, and I joined it. Quickly, I progressed pretty well. For me, like an amateur, like doing 6-minute miles, that was like pretty crazy. There's an event called Western States took place in June, and the club was like, well, does anybody want a crew? I need a pacer. So me and my buddy, Peter McPartland, who's here today to finish my last leg with me, and I crewed that person, Jason Healy, and we had never paced anyone ever. I was his final pacer, and we got Jason Healy through the finish line at 29 hours, 53 minutes. This was the same day, 9 years ago.
Bye guys, I love you. Thank you.
First of all, you're like, yes, I gotta do this one day. And then you're like, that's gonna be too hard. But sure enough, you just keep running and you get better at it and you get more comfortable. I did my first 50-miler and then my first 100K and then more 50s and then my first 100, and then things evolved to finally getting here. And the person I helped finish in 29 hours, 53 minutes finished with 2 of his kids. I'm fascinated with the idea of crossing the finish line with my kids. So that image was stuck in my mind, and I have the opportunity to create my own real image of that finish with my 2 children.
Victor, yay! Awesome. But no sitting at aid stations. This is the only time we're going to sit, okay? All right, let's go. Good job. Good job.
I generally think about my son and my family and why finishing is important for them to see. So hopefully it can inspire them to move and to seek this type of lifestyle when they're older, because it's a very good lifestyle. Addaday started as a running blog that was designed to help people who are sedentary like me add a day to their lives by learning how to move more. And I honestly believe then and now that if I can do it, anybody can. You just take it a day at a time. If you get out there and you run a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, over time you'll eventually get there. And a lot of Addaday was actually sharing what I had learned at races with other marathoners and trail runners.
88, welcome to Michigan Bluff.
All right, let's go. You ready? Thanks, guys.
And then that carefully evolved into like these recovery tools and stick rollers. And we worked hundreds of races where we literally worked with runners to assist them to complete their goals, which was finish a race. Sometimes it was to finish a race under immense pain. Other times it was to try to, perform a little bit better.
Change of shoes, Vic?
Daddy, when you get back home, you're taking a shower right away.
Yes.
That's right.
Got everything?
For the longest time, we've only been serving athletes. And we now launching this new identity that broadens our ability to help people who are healthy, wellness-oriented, but may not be running. So we're very excited to be adding a day to those people's lives. I think our team literally walks a very healthy and wellness-oriented lifestyle. That translates back into how we design and produce our products and services. And that's what makes us unique. And all of us are very passionate about how to help other people. We don't look at this as a vacuum, we look at this as an ongoing mission. Like constantly perfecting what we've created last and finding the next best thing for the consumer to help them with the 4 things that are critical to their lives. How to help you mitigate pain, stress, sleep, and find ways to create energy for yourself. Those are the 4 major pillars where all our technology and all our innovation is focused on.
This is Victor Yang, 45 years old from Palace Green. This is Sarah Weaver. And now at the top of the track with Suzu.
Nice walk. Where are you here? You got it.